Indian massive car company, Mahindra, has said that it will sell its electric cars in a number of different countries worldwide, including Australia and many other Western countries. Now, are Mahindra EVs any good? They're made in India, but should you actually consider one? Well, let's break it down, because they do come on a certain platform, which is not their platform. It's made by another car company, and interestingly, Ford are also using that same platform, but it's not made by Ford either. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel. Big thank you to all of you who have contributed to Patreon this year. That's been amazing. Thank you guys so much. But also to my GoFundMe campaign for my wife's stage 4 cancer diagnosis in Australia. They basically said, mate, you got until the end of the year, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a bit hard to hear that. So it took a long time to get that diagnosis. It was a big mess. People said, why haven't you stayed in Australia? That's the reason. It's more complicated than that, but that's the short version. So yeah, we've gone overseas to get treatment that's actually working well. She's still on a lot of pain, but the tumours have decreased significantly. So if you want to know more about that story, I'll put a link in the description. But big thank you to all of you. There's been 4,300 people who have actually contributed. And without your donations, first of all, I probably wouldn't be here making these videos. And second of all, she might not be here either. Mahindra is now planning a global electric car assault. The local division of Mahindra in Australia has confirmed it will bring in at least one of the company's upcoming range of electric vehicles to Australia. In other words, Mahindra is planning on selling EVs in many countries around the world, but it won't be using its electric vehicle platform. The car is Mahindra, but the platform is made by Volkswagen. Mahindra Automotive Australia Marketing Manager James Horwell said the local media launch of the Scorpio SUV will enable us to evaluate some of those models for this market. EVs will launch in 2025 in countries outside of India, including Australia. The first of these 5 Mahindra electric SUVs is called the XUV E8, and it will go on sale in India by the end of 2024. XUV E8. It's kind of a mouthful. It'll be followed by 4 others to be launched there in the following year. So that you're looking at 5 very impressive, I have to say, looking EVs from Mahindra. They're certainly not subtle. These are cars that look nothing like Mahindra's internal combustion engine vehicles, which are more boxy, more old school. These are very modern looking. I've got to say I'm quite impressed. At this point, it's unclear which of the 5 upcoming electric vehicles Mahindra plans on exporting around the world to countries including Australia, but the brand currently does produce an electric version of its XUV 400. It's actually a rebadged SsangYong Tivoli crossover. These 5 electric SUVs that Mahindra will sell are going to come in under 2 new sub-brands called the XUV-E, which features a copper-hued version of Mahindra's existing Twin Peaks badge and promises to build upon the Mahindra legacy, and the BE, which will offer vehicles with more audacious styling. All of them will be produced at a new EV plant in Chakan, India, alongside the existing production facility for its internal combustion engine vehicles. Mahindra has invested $3 million in this new EV plant. I'm going to guess that means $3 billion, actually, maybe a typo there from the company. And the construction of its new purpose-built electric vehicle factory is underway right now. Mahindra is taking EVs seriously. It is very well aware of the fact that a lot of people in India can't afford its EVs right now. People can overseas. But it thinks that eventually its EVs will be more affordable, and therefore when that does happen, it can start to get an advantage over its competition, because realistically, being an Indian car company does get some benefits versus non-Indian car companies. A lot of the incentives go to the local car companies, and that's very normal for the automotive market, but also there are big taxes on EVs and non-EVs in India that are not made in India. So it's very important for Mahindra's future, be able to sell to its 1.4 billion citizens. However, they are making an interesting decision here by deciding to use the MEB platform. Now, probably will work out for them to some degree. If you look at, say, a Volkswagen ID3 and ID4, they're relatively heavy because the MEB platform is heavy too. However, considering Mahindra's new vehicles are fairly large-sized crossovers, or medium to large, the MEB platform could work well for them. The thing is, it isn't cheap to produce, but Mahindra will offset the cost of this platform by using lithium iron phosphate battery packs with a battery capacity between 60 to 80 kilowatt hours. The prices of lithium iron phosphate battery packs are at the present time said to be cheaper than ever in history, mostly thanks to the fact that lithium costs have come down by 70%. Combine that with mass manufacture, I'm talking huge mass manufacture of LFP batteries, and you got the perfect recipe for affordable battery packs. Mahindra says it will offer two different cell architectures: Blade, like the BYD Blade packs, and Prismatic. The platform supports fast charging at up to 175 kilowatt and vehicle to load functionality. So the other EV platform, called the Inigo based models, will offer 170 to 210 kilowatt rear wheel drive vehicles. That's around 240 to 300 horsepower, or 250 kilowatt to 290 kilowatt all-wheel drive powertrains will have 0 to 100 times of around 5 seconds. Once these Mahindra electric cars start arriving in showrooms around the world, such as Australia and many other countries that Mahindra vehicles are sold in, well, they'll sit alongside gasoline-powered vehicles. The only question is, how long? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, my friends. Let me know, would you consider buying a Mahindra EV?